It is the carnival that we have all been waiting for, and after a season of competing and patrolling right around the country, the Australian Surf Lifesaving Championships are now underway. Hello and welcome to North Kira Beach and the very first afternoons at Aussies. Across the course of the week, we're going to be joining you live at 5 p.m. on each day of competition to bring you all the big talking points, talk through all of the race highlights. We've got extended interviews and we will be discussing the Aussies and everything about it. My name is Sam Jordan, and it's not just me that is sitting alongside you this afternoon. I have the great honour of sharing this moment with two of the greatest in the sport. Ty Dowker, you are the voice of surf sports, one of the most passionate men around the beach. And we are sitting, well, alongside one of the most successful Iron women of all time. She's the current Australian Iron Woman champion and the first to win 4 Australian Iron Woman titles, Georgia Fitzsimmons. Guys, the Aussies, they're underway. How good is this?
Oh, it's the pinnacle, isn't it? It's the holy grail of surf sports. Whether you're a 13-year-old racing your first Aussie Championships from yesterday or a master backing up time and time again in the ocean, on the sand, it's the Aussies and we love it, Sam.
We've been loving every second so far this weekend. Georgie, you've been loving it from the commentary booth as well. You're now retired as an athlete. You've stepped into the booth. How have you found it?
Yeah, what a different transition and a different 12 months it is now away from competing and being behind the microphone now. I've absolutely loved being with you guys and seeing all the action of the youth titles over the past 2 days. But
Look
yes,
at these
special
moments coming up on screen as well. Jordan, I'm going to get you emotional again, reliving this as well. But as I mentioned, you're still the reigning champion. You must be getting a bit of nervous energy across the course of the weekend as well.
Not just yet, but come a couple of days' time, I'm sure I'll be wanting to get out there with the competitors. But a very fond memories of mine at the Aussie titles. So good to be here again, but in a different way.
Exactly right. I feel like we've experienced a little bit of everything about the Aussies so far as well. We were set up to go live about 10 minutes ago outside and just absolutely poured on us as well. That is surf lifesaving, and it sums up everything about the Aussies as well. So, as I mentioned, this is a preview show. We are looking to the week ahead, and there is so much to talk about through the youth events as well. We're going to be joined by Surf Lifesaving Australia President Peter Agnew in just a few moments' time as well. We will be talking through all of the youth events. We're going to be reviewing some of the action that we did see and get a few tips from one of the greatest of all time too, in the form of Georgia, as well as looking at the week ahead and the all-important conditions forecast, because we've all been standing around the beach. We know that's something that everyone's been talking about so far as well. But let's start with the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Youth and Nipper Australian Championships as well, because that's what we've been doing over the course of the past 2 days. And it has been an extraordinary showing, an extraordinary celebration of the youth events as well, and everything that we love about this sport.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. We look at 7,000 competitors throughout the whole week, 1,500 on the beach of the sand here, the golden sands of North Kira as well. But what I loved, Sam, about the weekend was the diversity of colours of every club shining and every athlete shining. You know, in the water events in particular, you may have 16 finalists lining up, and 15 to 16 of those are from different clubs. And it gave, obviously, the big clubs, but also the small clubs their opportunity to shine on the big stage of what we love about Aussies.
We can see these caps on the screen at the moment. That's cans on screen at the moment, Georgia. It really was from every corner of the country, and everyone did it with a smile on their face as well.
They did. That's what I was going to mention. The sportsmanship and the friendships made over the past 2 days has been awesome to witness, and we just saw so much action. It was really back-to-back racing, and gosh, I was tired watching the kids race. I think I saw them go around the cans 12 or 13 times in one day. So an incredible effort by everyone on the beach, including our officials as well, and all our parents who were helping out. So a great team effort out there today.
I'd like to have a shout out to the 13s, actually, like stepping up on the big stage of Aussies, their first opportunity to come here as well. And that, as you mentioned, the officials, over 600 volunteers for this Aussies as well. But the 13s, there's a big program yesterday, some going around the cans 12 and 13 times.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And the last 3 races were the most important, you know, the board final, in the swim final, and wrapping up with the blue ribbon event of an iron as well. And we know, talking to the Australian Iron Women champion, how hard it is to win an Aussie gold, let alone after 13 or 14 events.
Let alone after 4. We're going to be saying that a lot over the course of the week, aren't we, as well? Yeah, it was really so good to see all of the next generation in action as well. There's been so many talking points that we could pull out to discuss, but there are just a couple that have really stood out to us too, and we kind of touched on it just there, was the quality of racing that we saw over the past few days, particularly yesterday afternoon as well. We saw some of the closest finishes that you could possibly imagine. We do have a couple of them ready as well. There was the under-14 female surf race, that sprint finish between Zani Freeman and Mia Hu as well. That was as close as you'll possibly see in a sprint finish.
It really could have gone either way for one of the girls. So, yeah, here you can see they sort of eyeball each other and then they get going. But, Yeah, the North
The
Burley girl.
celebration underway early too.
The smiles, and that's what you want to see. It's just, they're so excited about it.
If I can back up to Mia Hu this morning in the 2K Ocean Swim was the same again. Beat run up the beach for another silver. And I know she was a little bit disappointed, but what a great performance in the surf race then back up. And what about this one? He was coming, the boy from Wanda.
Dash Lonigan and James Burgess going head-to-head. Dash with a stumble on James's feet that I thought was going to end the race, but look at that, the way he powered through to the line.
And wasn't he pumped up about it?
Into the arms of everyone from Wanda Surf Club waiting there as well. That was such a nice moment. And I actually had a chat to him afterwards and did that interview, and I said to him, mate, where did you find the belief to actually be able to get that speed to get around James and get back in front? He said that his dad was handling for him, and when he picked up his board, he already saw that his dad had tears in his eyes, and he said that I'm not going to let my dad down, and I want to push through for him.
See, these are the moments that Aussie Titles brings out for so many people, and it's just so special, those stories that you hear every day from behind the scenes. So that's a great one.
And also the work of Nathan Smith, you know, the Smith dog there, having that experience of a coach who's been there and done it before. I'm sure through the training sessions of this moment of the big stage, all adds to that of the young man standing tall in the big final there, the iron.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It wasn't the only big talking point yesterday as well, because as surf lifesaving is, of course, there's a proud history in the sport with so many clubs and so many families, and we certainly saw that on the family front yesterday. Two names stood out in the under-13 iron finals. It was Billy Berg, who won the under-13 female iron woman race yesterday, the daughter of Jade and Wes Berg as well. Isn't it nice to see the Berg name represented and see Sunshine doing so well too?
Yeah, Sunshine's great. Yeah, well, she got second in the board race as well. And I know yesterday morning, and you check that on Surf Life Saving social media as well, Ali Day actually sent a message to Billy Berg because Ali and Wes have been tied. Wes played a big part in Ali Day's career as well, and he sent a message about getting out and trying your best. At the end of the day, just putting your best foot forward. And Billy Berg, what a performance. Iron Woman champion and second in the board race.
Yeah, and I actually spoke to Wes on the beach today, and it was so funny to hear that Billy actually wasn't very happy with her board race, which was about half an hour before the iron. And Wes could tell she wasn't happy. So he sort of fired her up and he kept sort of baiting her into, remember that board race, Billy, remember that board race. So that is in typical Wes style to sort of fire her up, and didn't it work, taking out the win there. So very special for the family.
And what about Liam Blair as well from Swansea Belmont? There was so much excitement around him too. He swept the New South Wales State Championships and he did a pretty good job of doing that as well. The son of Josh Blair, who did win the first ever under-16 Australian Ironman title when that was introduced, and Liam now following in his footsteps, Ty.
One thing with Liam Blair, he's been around the game for a number of years. He's been waiting for this moment. I know for the last couple of Aussie titles, Dad's been up here, Josh as well, and he's been waiting for this big stage, a big moment. First final was the board, and it was probably not the board race he wanted to have. His dad, Josh, is also his coach as well. But then he came out with a double banger of that of the surf race and the iron. But the way he paddled that board is so similar to the way Josh used to paddle as well. And even have a chat to a couple of parents in the crowd, they said it was like they were watching Josh in action 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was extraordinary, and I think it's a name that we're going to be seeing plenty of in the future as well. And then today it was all about the team events, and you could actually feel that from the moment that we got onto the beach this morning, couldn't you? It seemed like there was a little bit less nerves when you're racing alongside your mates. I guess you're having laughs and you're getting to share that to try and break that down too. But so many smiles on faces and everyone just getting in there and giving it a crack.
Yeah, the vibes were really high this morning. You could tell everyone wanted to just do their club proud. They obviously wear their club cap. They want to do their club proud. They don't want to let their teammates down either. So it was great to see the camaraderie down there, and they were all just pushing so hard for their teammates, which is so great to see.
All right, well, we are actually going to give all of the youth who are still watching and are back home now, resting and recovering and getting ready for next year as well, a bit of an expertise as well, because we do want to try and pick the brains of the experts that we do have on this show across the course of the week, and George is going to do that now as well, because there was one moment that stood out yesterday to me that I thought was really impressive, and that was Lucy Smith from Alexandra Headland, who was in third on the way in that under-15 Ironwoman race. She managed to milk a run all the way, not only into second and not only into first, but all the way back to the beach as well, to win that Ironwoman title. So given that we are at North Kira, here it is on screen at the moment, Lucy now going from third into first. Georgia, I want to ask you from the technical side of things, what are you trying to do here as you're milking a run through that gutter? Because that is the key to success here at North Kira.
She has done this to perfection. There's really no better way she could have done this. So you can see all of her weight is really far forward on her board. Her hips are up really nice and high, and her stroke rate is really high. She got that momentum through the North Kira sort of gutter area, which is really tough when the water is dead there. So she did a fantastic job there, and she thoroughly deserved that win.
Ty, you've seen and won plenty of races in your time as well. It is about keeping that weight and keeping that momentum forward as well through the gutter, isn't it?
Yeah, I talk about downhill paddling, and that was a great example of that board downhill paddling and working with the ocean. But also, she came off the board race that she won, so it's the confidence psychologically knowing that I'm the best board paddler in Australia and pulling that 10 or 15 metres. But that was a phenomenal effort, and we saw that yesterday, we saw it today, and we're guaranteed to see it through the Masters and Open during the week as well.
Yeah, and we cannot wait to see that too. So the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Youth and Nipper Championships are now done here at North Kira Beach, but already we've seen so many notable faces across the sand as well, helping bring through that next generation. And one of them is the coach at Mermaid Beach Surf Lifesaving Club, and that is the great Kai Hurst. We caught up with him a little bit earlier today.
Hi, back here at Aussies for another year. How's it been going?
I know, how fast does it go? Look, it's fantastic. You see the 13s, 14s and 15s race, got athletes across the board there. It's been a massive couple of days, but what a start to our Aussies, hey? Great conditions. The sun's out today, which is lovely to see, but, it's safe. These guys are enjoying racing. Everyone's super positive. It's a really good buzz, but what a way to open Aussies.
After last year's disappointment, he's only got one day to see them have 2 full days of racing. Must be pretty cool.
It's really, it's tricky. We deal with Mother Nature, and that's just our sport, and that's the beauty of it as well, because it's constantly changing. It's always testing our, skills and our ability, but it's also showcasing what we have as surf lifesavers for the rest of the country to know that they're safe when they do get in the water, that we got eyes on them. But look, for these kids to be able to finally have race after race after race is epic. There's a few tired faces around, but that's just part and parcel of what we do, right?
How cool is it also to see, you walk down the beach with so many former athletes that are now coaching this next generation?
It's crazy to see that many athletes coaching and giving back to the sport. I think is, it's a testament to our movement, right? Surf sports, surf life saving. That you got freaks like Nathan Smith walking around the beach, Zane Holmes. There's just so many names here. Clint Robinson was just before. So it's really nice to see some old familiar faces that were not only the masters of what they did here, but also being able to give back to the next generation coming through.
You've worn a number of different hats at Aussies over the years. Coach, athlete, what does this event mean to you?
Oh, look, it's really special. I stepped out for a lot of years there to sort of pursue other sports, and I always seem to find myself dragged back in some way. And I got my 2 girls, my 4-year-old and my 8-year-old, playing in the foreshore here. I've got one of my best mates, Ken Wallace, Olympian, standing in the background is here. But no, look, my son here, Nixon, his son. Ken Wallace's son is racing my son, Koa, in the under-13s, and, it's special. It's nice to be back here. It's nice that, I'm head coach there at Mermaid Beach, and it's nice to be able to give back to, like I said before, to the generation coming through. I've got almost 50, 60 athletes that I look after, and, stemming from 14-year-olds right through to our masters, and it's really cool to be able to know that they trust me in helping them.
How would you explain Aussies to someone who's never been here before?
Hey, that's a great question. How do you explain our Australian Surf Life Saving Championship? Put it this way, it's the cream of the crop combined in 9 days to showcase to the rest of the world our skills as lifesavers, right? This is what we do. We're not just athletes, but we're a member of the public. We serve the community, making sure that our beaches, our waterways, our canals are safe. And we got thousands of athletes, right? Thousands of surf life savers, and these guys here at Surf Life Saving, from the 13s right through to our masters, are all capable and competent lifesavers at the end of the day to make sure that the public is safe swimming between the red and yellow flags.
And then last one, friend of yours, Ali Day, his last ever Aussies. Will you be here next Sunday, hopefully watching you in another one?
Is it really his last Aussies? I don't know. They always seem to come back in some way. Yeah, look, I'm here anyway. I've got my own crew. It's a hard one because I don't race Ali anymore, but I look after athletes that actually do race Ali. I'd love to see him do well, and he will do well. He's consistent, Mr. Consistency, and he is the nicest human being here on the beach, and everyone loves Ali. And, I love to see, like I said, I love to see him do well. And, yeah, look, I'm a big fan of Ali. I think he's an amazing human being. He takes the time out to help any individual here, and that's what makes him also so special. Not just a great athlete, but a good person. Okay. No worries.
And no doubt that is going to be one of the big talking points across the course of the week as well. Ali Day's retirement. So great to hear from one of the champions of our movement, Kai Hurst, right there. And the movement is being shown in all facets as well across the week of the Australian Surf Lifesaving titles, not just by the results that happens in the competition, but also the volunteers and the camaraderie that we do get to experience as well. And that is something that our guest on Afternoons at Aussies today knows very well, Surf Lifesaving Australia President Peter Agnew. Peter, thanks for joining us on the first ever Aussies Afternoons as well.
Thanks for having us, and well done to you, team, for doing an amazing job. Just been on the beach for the last 2 days and hearing the commentary, watching some of the footage, and seeing our amazing athletes up close with your background commentary has been fantastic. So thank you so much.
We have the easy job,
Yeah.
that is for
Yeah.
sure.
It's
Rather
our
than
pleasure,
going around
really.
the cans.
Yeah.
Peter, how have you found the Aussies so far? I know you've been soaking up the experience.
Yeah, first 2 days down for our Nipper and Youth Championships, and being right across the length and breadth of the beach, just seeing our kids, our future generation, future lifesavers compete has been so fantastic. And whether they've got a medal or not, the smiles on their faces, the participation, the bringing together and the team spirit has been fantastic. So overjoyed from my point of view, and really exciting down there on the beach. A couple of little bits of rain early morning and late afternoon, but the rest of the time has been really fantastic weather, so it's been good.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. And I mean, you're relatively new to the president role. 6 months now, so how have you found that? It's obviously a big learning curve, new things, new faces to learn, and now at the Aussies as well. And we did hear that you were down at the patrol comp today, which is held down at Balinga. Yeah. And how great to see that our members are doing crucial scenarios, reenacting, of course, in the patrol comp, but it prepares you for those big things. So tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely, Georgia. And 6 months into the role as national president, but 40 years in the organisation. Started as a nipper and worked my way through a whole lot of different volunteer roles. In the chief head volunteer role now, which is such a privilege. The events today has been fantastic. I have been up at the patrol competition. It's probably one of my favourite events. I've competed in it as a youth and also been a referee and official up there. But the organisation's been through a bit of a tough 6 months. It's had a lot of things thrown at it, including a terrorist attack against the Jewish community at Bondi, but also a lot of drownings around the country, some pretty serious shark attacks and so forth. Speaking to some of the patrol teams up there today doing their life-saving scenarios was just awe-inspiring. North staying up there, they were training for the patrol competition when they had a serious shark attack on their beach, and they were the very first responders that responded. Bondi's up there, they're competing in the patrol competition, and we all know that the two clubs had up to 70 lifesavers involved in that pretty serious attack at Bondi Beach. And to see them bounce back with such vigour and such commitment to the organisation and to their teams and their clubs has been really, really outstanding.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. And they've been representing the surf life-saving movement so well too. It's been so visible across the course of the past 6 months as well. And it's great for everyone to be able to come up here and, put those skills to the test as well. And not only that, but celebrate the Aussies together. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that's a really key part. And I know Red and Yellow Day was a really important day for us. We have a couple of really clear defining moments in the organisation. We raise the flags at the start of our season for most of the country. We have NT and Northern Queensland who have a different start to the season. But at the beginning of the season, that's a really great opportunity for us to celebrate that lifesavers are back on the beach and put our public safety messages out. But moving into the later part of the season, just being able to promote the work that lifesavers do through things like Red and Yellow Day and so forth. But leading up to that, with all of the heaviness of the summer period and the peak period, all of the community came together for our lifesavers. The shoulder-to-shoulder event, we had a National Memorial Day at the Opera House where pretty much every organisation and politician who was there gave surf lifesaving a standing ovation. Condolence motion in the Parliament, all our federal politicians. So the eyes have been on surf lifesaving like never before, and our organisation has really stood the test in that sort of sense. Almost, we're a very close first to the most trusted organisation in the country, which is not done by administrators or people in a high level of office. It's done by the front line, and it's our volunteers that are doing just such an amazing job on the front line that gain the trust of our community, and they do it all year round, which is fantastic. Yeah.
You mentioned Red and Yellow that day there just then, Peter. We also saw some of the images that we might see again in just a moment as well about people celebrating it across the country too.
Yeah.
What's it like to see the movement recognised like that by the general public?
Yeah, our inaugural Red and Yellow Day, we were a little bit sort of just giving it a try and giving it a go. I think we were surprised by the result. Again, similar to the shoulder, the organisation were given a bit of notice and they came together really well. I attract quite a few clubs on my social media, and just being able to see the colours that they have in their workplaces, on the streets, promoting the cause that they're involved with, and probably just being really proud of the organisation. I know our motto here for the Australian Championships is inspired and united and iconic, but they represent all of those things in something like Red and Yellow Day as well, which has been fantastic.
Well, I know that George is being eyeing off this flannel that we have in front of us as well. This was part of the merch that we did have for Red and Yellow Day too. Dixon producing this Red and Yellow flannel. Proceeds from this going towards Surf Life Saving Australia as well. Of course, for everyone watching, they are still available at dixon.com.au as well. But what's it like to get the support of so many different corporate brands as well in celebrating Surf Life Saving? Because being the first Red and Yellow Day, there is an element rather of the unknown in that. Yeah,
absolutely. And even our corporate partners like Qantas putting out their own vision of Red and Yellow Day. We have some amazing sponsors that and partners that just haven't appeared. They've been really long term and they've really stuck to the organisation, and our values really align with their values. And so they've been great supporters, and they really are supporting our front line. Things like patrol uniforms and all that supplied for our members, so it removes the impost of cost for them. And all of our connection that they help us with across the work that we do has been fantastic. So Red and Yellow Day is a great day for us to promote water safety within the organisation and to the public, but it's also a really great day for our members to feel proud of the organisation, but also for those, anyone can be a lifesaver, so anyone in the public can donate and support the organisation without an active involvement. So really great leverage for us in that sense.
It has been a busy 6 months, that is for sure. And we're very appreciative for your time joining us on the first of our afternoons at Aussies as well. Peter, have a great week. Enjoy the Aussies. We cannot wait to see everything that is going to unfold over the course of the week as well, some of which we will be previewing in just a moment. So stay with us. We will be back with what is coming up on the week ahead and the conditions forecast that everyone has been talking about in just a moment.
Dear Alex, where I live, we like to get up and enjoy the snow. What about where you live?
Get up and ride, Alex.
Get up and surf.
Caramel latte for Alex.
But I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh. Dear Thorsten, where I live, we get up and Gold Coast. Can we get ice cream?
There's nothing like being out there with the team. It's all about pushing each other to be our best. We work together to win. Teamwork makes the dream work.
When we practice, we're ready for anything. It's about being brave and never giving up.
Welcome back to Afternoons at the Aussies, the first ever Afternoons at the Aussies as well at North Kira Beach. Myself, Sam Jordan, sitting alongside Georgia Fitzsimmons and Ty Dacre as well. Guys, I'm glad the storm's cleared through as well. We almost actually didn't relocate inside of the tent. That would have been a disaster.
Wouldn't be a surf carnival without the rain, the wind and plenty of sunshine and plenty of action as well.
And I tell you what I love hearing, we are very close to the medal presentations of all our youth competitors. There's lots of cheers over there, so it's great to hear they're getting those medals now. So.
Yes, such a great atmosphere at North Kira Beach this year, particularly with the festival zone down on the sand as well. And that is what we have been celebrating too, the new champions here at the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Nipper and Youth titles. And they're on screen at the moment as well. These are our new under-13 champions, Ty.
Well, individual in the water was all about Liam Bear in the swim and the ball, but really impressed the redhead of Tex there. What a performance. And Willow Stevenson, who won the ball, is more of a swimmer and did really well. And Billy Berg actually picked up the board race, Sophie Lowes. But what about the beach as well? From the beach flags, Archer Wilson, Grace Burton in the female, Upton in the beach sprint for the females, and Cotter in the major, and that of the male beach sprint as well. So it was on the sand, the action, and the water as well. But a huge congratulations to the under-13 individual champions.
The under-13 is the first opportunity they have to race in Australian titles, and they certainly took their moment as well. Over the page now to the under-14 champions too, who really delivered in their first opportunity on the big board, Ty.
Well, we mentioned the Ironman of Lonergan there as well from one, and what a performance. The other blue ribbon event was that of Mia Hu that took out the Iron Woman event, which was really great. Zani Freeman, we saw, got that individual race. Lucy Whitehead, what a great performance. We'll see her older brother perform later on in under-17s this week as well. He's an outstanding performer. William Kerr in the burn. What a performance from the young boy of Warrnambool. Dad's the coach down at Warrnambool as well. He's a 9 times Victorian board champion as well. And for the young boy, under-14, first year on the big stage as well. But the beach events, and what about this? The male beach sprint, Edward Wallace from North Cottesloe in WA, great performance. Brown from Yamba, the yellow with the black stripe. They picked up some events in the water as well.
It was great to see Yamba represented, yeah.
And Coogee as well, like beach sprint there. We saw Marnie take out that of the beach sprints, but also in the water, Coogee were very, very good.
Yeah, so impressive. And over to our under-15 champions now as well, because this is their last opportunity to race at the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Nipper and Youth Aussies, and they certainly took it.
The Evoca boys, McCarthy and Bone Show as well. They were outstanding in terms of that of the iron and the swim. But Harper Scully's been the best board paddler all season for North Billy. Deserved that right. In the women's division, Lucy Smith, you spoke about that, won the board and that iron comeback. What a performance there as well. And Ivy Myson, she took out the surf race, but also won the ocean, 2K Ocean swim this morning as well. And in the beach for the females, from Noosa Heads, the white with the maroon stripe of Burke, what a great performance. Myla Jones, once again Noosa, the double there for Noosa, which was great. Anglesey Victoria took out both the beach sprint and the beach flag.
Unreal from Lily, wasn't it? To do the double, that's extraordinary.
It's hard. Like, it's to win once is hard enough. To win the double, and for those who are backed up as well, even with the ocean swim this morning, some winning 5. Stanley Jarrett, 5 times Ocean Win Swim champion. So to all the individual winners, it's a great initiative this afternoon show, and the opportunity to showcase these 13s, 14s and 15s in that of individual racing.
We just have so many talking points over the week here at the Aussies.
We could go on for hours.
Could be here for another whole day, just recapping.
Absolutely. One big talking point as well as we look towards the week ahead, and that has been the conditions. So let's actually have a chat about the weather and what we're going to see a little bit later in the week, because it is a little bit unknown in terms of what different charts are showing, but we do know that there will be some kind of increase in swell, which I know for a lot of people watching the youth competition over the course of the past 2 days is going to come as a relief, because it was fairly flat out there today. But I guess, Ty, you know this kind of stretch of the coast better than anyone. What are you thinking and what are you saying?
There's 3 key things for me. Number one, we've got an increase in swell coming Wednesday. It's not going to be massive, but the thing that comes with that swell period, so that'll come as well. So it'll make things really exciting in terms of surf sports. So we talk about fitness of surf sports athletes, we talk about the skills of surf sports athletes, and they'll be on show. But the other element is the southerly change. That'll then increase the sweep. Like we saw today, probably go double that of that northerly sweep coming in. But wouldn't be a surf carnival without the elements, and the showcase of the schools will be on display. I'm excited. Really good. Masters coming up. Opens in particular. Swell dropping later in the week into the finals Saturday, Sunday. We'll showcase the blue ribbon events as well.
Georgia, the big talking point seems to be the direction of this swell as well, whether it's going to have a fair amount of south in it or whether it's going to go more to the east. You've raced here for so long. What is the difference at this beach in terms of whether there is south in the ground swell or whether it comes from the east?
Oh, look, we're just going to have to wait and see. I think we're a couple of days out now, so we're getting sort of closer to knowing what it's going to look like. But these tides are the big thing for me.
Yeah.
We saw an incredibly high this morning for the youth competition, and then all day it just started to drain out and drain out and drain out, and that made the competition incredibly tough. We saw lots of running involved. We saw potholes. We saw so many things really shake up races. So I think that's going to be the thing in the open competition as well, these tides. And we've got older competitors as well. So fingers crossed we don't see any injuries in those potholes or around those transitions.
What I also love, we talk about the environments of the ocean, but the environments of the sandpit. And when the flags come, the environment in terms of the crowd that builds there as well, that is exciting.
The noise is
stay tuned for that one.
Yeah,
like
we
a pressure
absolutely
cooker.
can't wait to see to that. It was extraordinary. And we will have so much action to bring you over the course of the week as well. In terms of our streaming, the live stream for all the events will be back on Wednesday for day one of the open competition too. We will be seeing the surf arenas in action on YouTube. On Thursday, it is all three. The surf arenas, the beach arenas and the boats will be in action. Friday, it is back to the surf and the boats, and on the weekend, well, it is absolutely everything, not just covering you from all angles on YouTube, but also on 10 as well. You can stream it live on 10.com.au, and of course, the finals will be going to air on Sunday as well, and that's the one that we're all looking forward to,
Yes,
isn't it?
the
Sunday
countdown.
finals day at the Aussies.
I've got goosebumps already, you know, and this time obviously being a commentator and on the beach as well. But we said at the start of the show, it's the Holy Grail. So many months of training coming in, so many years of training comes in this moment and this stage. You need a little bit of luck to line the stars to be an Aussie champ.
And we're going to see some incredible moments. I tell you what, it's bittersweet. We're going to see Ali Day in his last ever competition here at the Australian titles. I'm devastated that this is going to be the last chance we get to see him race, but we're going to all soak it in, and I'm sure he will be doing that as well. Every single race, I'm sure he'll be putting his hand up for it.
George, you know how everyone else felt last year when you were going out for your final race as well. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us for the first ever afternoons at Aussies. We will be back on Tuesday, so we're not in action tomorrow, but on Tuesday afternoon we will be talking through the Masters competition and also looking at the Open competition for the week ahead too. Tuesday to Saturday, 5 p.m. live here on Surf Life Saving Australia's YouTube channel. And we'll see you then. Thank you very much for joining us.